another episode of Duel Links. This may or may not be the last episode of this recording in this kind of like a little brief window we're doing. I don't know. Kind of depend on how I feel after these duels. We are running with Arc 5 World, same UU guy that we showed earlier, because I figured we'd already shown off an Xyz deck with our Heroic Challengers, showed off a Synchro deck with our Harpy Ladies. Let's show off a Pendulum deck. Pendulums are probably the cards that scare people the most because you see these two text boxes, you see these little numbers on the side. Why is this thing part spell, part monster? It's a really complicated summoning mechanic, kind of. I will break it down as we duel, but the main things to understand is these cards are hybrids between spells and monsters. You can play them as monsters, or you can play them as spells. If you play them as spells, you get this effect right here in the little box, which you can read easier down here, the Pendulum effect. If you play it as a monster, you get this effect, the one in the big box. So for example, Odd Eyes right here, which is our main monster. If you play him as a spell card, you can reduce the damage you take from one Pendulum monster to 0 once per turn. That's right here at the bottom. Or during your end phase, you can blow him up and add any other Pendulum monster with 1500 or less attack points. Now, or if I play him as a monster, if he battles opponent's monster, any damage I inflicted is double. Stuff like that. Stargazer right here. If the Pendulum monster battles, your opponent can't activate spells, but only if we have him in the Pendulum zone. And if I don't have another monster with Magician or Odd Eyes in its name, he goes from this right here that says 1 to 4. Or if I play him as a monster, alright. Or if I play him as a monster, when exactly one Pendulum monster you control be destroyed, you can special summon one monster with your hand as a name. You can return it to your hand and special summon one card with the same name. Stuff like that. So, like I said, they look a lot scarier than they actually are. I'll break down more about how they work once we start dueling, because, like I said, this is kind of the main focus of the deck. But this is a deck called Performapal. It's pretty fun. It is really heavily focused on making, like, just kind of doing all sorts of screwy stuff. Summoning big monsters that we shouldn't be able to, pretty much.
We all can dual tame.
Get rid of your opponent's cards, stuff like that. Alright, so we're both running Turning Up the Heat. This is a powerful skill that gives us another copy of Odd Eyes, a card called Stargazer Magician, and a card called Timegazer Magician. But it also gives us, well, if he played his deck right, these, which are zones that Pendulum monsters can only go in. Only Pendulum monsters can go there. Otherwise, they have to take up spot in your spells and trap zones. Oh, he's running the Photon deck that I was saying earlier. Weird choice of character for it, though. And no one, why are you running Turning Up the Heat? Why are you running Yu-Gi-Oh with this? This is so weird. Alright, so we did not open up well, but it's okay, because we've got our important cards. We got Revival and we got Illusion Balloons. Now, how good this is against Photons, I don't know. Well, actually, he doesn't have to search, because he's not running the right version, he's not running the right character. So in Duel Links, characters gain skills. Most are unique to characters. So for example, our Turning Up the Heat, it gives us Stargazer, it gives us Timegazer, it gives us an Odd Eyes. But also if we're running a deck with only Magicians, only Odd Eyes, and only Performapals, it gives us the Pendulum zones. The right character for this is Kite, which is the one I said earlier, which is probably running Photons, because he has an ability that if you have a card with Photon in its name, or Galaxy in its name, you can put it back in the deck and add another one, which gives him access to a powerful card called Photon Stream of Destruction pretty quickly. That lets him banish any one card on our field so long as he has this big dragon.
I'm setting a card.
We're gonna do Silver Claw.
Scratch your way to the wind, Performapal.
It's not great, but it's okay. Unless, of course, that's Photon Stream of Destruction. Eternal Galaxy! Ooh, you're running an interesting version of the deck. I like it. Eternal Galaxy lets him, if he has this card on the field, turn this into, yeah, Neo Galaxy-ized Photon Dragon. Big boy, 4,500 attack points. Way bigger than anything we can hit over. Like, just kind of in general. Like, we're not in an amazing position anymore. It's kind of bad for us, especially if he has, like, that's gonna hit us for 2,700 right now alone.
Let's battle. Go.
But the good news is, we have access to some fun cards. Oh, not if you do that.
It's time for the
Wow.
if I do?
Wow, that was fast. There was literally nothing I could do there. The only thing I could have done is crashed into his Neo Galaxy Eyes with our Silver Claw, and then hoped for the best with our illusion balloons, but I don't think we would have pulled out anything great there. Wow, that is crazy. How many Eternal Galaxies? You're only running the one! Yeah, this is Photon Stream Destruction. This is the card I was saying I was scared of. Yeah, wow. We just got unlucky there. Because even with Photon Stream, we could have at least done something.
We all can dual tame, but only I can dual.
Alright. So let's try this again. We got our pendulum zones.
Duel.
We got pretty much the same hand.
Earn your
The
strike.
difference is we have Stargazer this time, which is decent, not amazing.
I end my turn.
But Salute Tiger's decent. He's got 1700, and if he destroys an opponent's monster, we can add any Perform Power with, which is also a Pendulum monster, which we're running a few. So I guess I'll explain how Pendulum works as a mechanic. Oh, Roma Garden, yay! Gain life point on deck. Let me guess, you're also running Destiny Draw? Anyways, so see these numbers right here, these little red and blue diamond things? Those are what's called a scale. So, if I have two Pendulum monsters on my field with different Pendulum scales, I can summon monsters between them. So, for example, Stargazer right here is 1, Time Gazer is 8, which lets me summon any monster between those 2 points, 1 and 8. Which means that I can summon for free any levels 2 through 7 from my hand, as long as there isn't anything like right here in this Pendulum effect that restricts that. So for example, those DDs that we were fighting earlier, that goes our Salute Tiger, but it's okay, we get to search. I should probably summon something else too while I was at it, but I didn't think about that. Dread wins. If he gains life points, blows up our card, which is really bad because that's a lot of what these guys do. So you can see right here. Well, actually, Paratria was a bad example because 2 and 1 won't let me summon anything. Yes, 2 through 7 from our hands. Look at that. And also, if pendulums are destroyed while they're on the field, specifically, I had to clarify that. It has to be while on the field. They don't go to our graveyard. They go to our extra deck right here, face up, and we can also summon 1 per turn from our extra deck. So if he, say, blows up our Paratrio while we have Time Gazer and Stargazer in our Pendulum zones, we can for free summon Paratrio back from the extra deck. Alright, you may be able to hit me. I don't really have a follow-up response to that. Ooh, that's actually not awful. Sleight of Hand Magician, if we summon a Perform Pal that's not a Pendulum, we can send it to the grave to special summon him, and then once per turn we can discard any card from our hand and destroy any face-up card that they have. So like a Roma Garden, Dried Wind, stuff like that. So it only works on face-up monsters. Dried Winds isn't going to do anything. We get to draw. Yeah, Row Mages are interesting. I run them too on occasion. They're just really annoying to play against because his life points just keep getting higher, but he's got the funny number. Nice! We don't love to see it, but it could be worse. Yeah, so you summon Rosemary. Rosemary gives all your monsters another 500. And then you can negate 1 face-up card on the field. You're not going to use it. Paratrio. Paratrio's effect activates. We are going to get eeny, meeny, miny, Swordfish. Swordfish. Anytime he's summoned or anytime I summon another monster, all their monsters lose 600 attack points. Pop, pop, pop. This can go ski up. Pop, 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 pop. Illusion Balloons. Now we get to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and special summon any monster with Perform Pal in its name. But we can only use this if he destroyed a Perform Pal this turn. Looks like we got another Paratrio. Paratrio activates. We get to summon another card. We're gonna grab Handsome Riger.
know what to do.
Handsome Rider destroys a card, we get to add a level 5 or higher pendulum from our deck to our hand.
My turn is done.
Like I said, this whole concept is we do weird things like shuffling through our monsters, cutting down his attack points, while also slowly getting our way to a pendulum summon and just start blowing him out of the water.
Perform a pal friend donkey.
Friend Donkey's effect activates. When it's summoned, we can take away... Oh, that's a less than ideal card. That's fine though. He gets to pay 1,000, special summon 1, or he can... it's gotta be Jasmine. Not Jasmine, Rosemary. So, when Friend Donkey summoned, we can special summon a level 4 or lower from our grave. We choose Swordfish, cut down those attack points again. Aroma Gardening is gonna activate, which gives him Dried Winds again.
I expected you to do that. My monster's effect activates. Exactly what I was waiting for.
You're gonna get rid of our Swordfish. You're gonna get rid of Friend Donkey. Swordfish. We kinda wanted him.
My monster's effect activates.
That's fine. Because we have our Sleight of Hand Magician. Once again, any monster that's not a pendulum
I know what to
can
do.
be contributed for free
I
to bring him
special
out.
summon a monster. I activate my monster's
Discard our Salute Tiger. We're getting rid of that Aroma Gardening. It's an annoying card. Every time he summons, he gets 1,000 life points. And even if he doesn't, and if his life points are less than ours, he gets to, for free, get any other Aromage from his deck. Obnoxious.
battle.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Go. My monster attacks.
Gain 1,000, which are still lower than us, which means my friend Donkey can still beat over your Rosemary. You gain another 1,000 though.
I end my turn.
Alright. So this is less than ideal, but we're in a decent position. Yeah, Destiny Draw. Now he can set any card he wants from his deck to his hand. Nobody likes this card. He's gonna gain 500, he's gonna destroy a Sleight of Hand Magician. We have last minute cancel. Oh, actually this isn't gonna work. Last minute cancel's not gonna work. Last minute cancel if he attacks us while we have a Perform Pal in attack mode. We can switch it to defense mode, and anytime our Perform Pal monsters will be destroyed, they go back to our hand instead. Yeah, Karnog is also bad for us right here. Yeah, this isn't gonna work at all. Thinking about it, probably would have been best to destroy Dried Winds. Yep. Definitely would have been best to destroy Dried Winds, because we could have at least forced his hand here.
I special summon a monster.
Oh well, GG. Oh, when you hit another one, you poop.
Let's battle. Let's do this. My monster
GG. Ah.
If I do,
I just want one game where I can show off pendulums. Why is Heroic Challenger the best deck? I've slapped that together and it's bad. Like, not that I'm saying Perform Pals are good, they're not, but there should be better than like dadgum Heroic Challengers. And they're definitely, like, Harpy Ladies are definitely better than them. It's super weird that this is. My recording luck is super crazy. Oh well. Zuzu, probably gonna be Melodious Stall. Yep,
lady,
Maestro to Songstress, or Songstress to Maestro.
this do
Hard to say.
my turn.
Wow, literally nothing that we can play.
I set a
Yay!
card. I'm setting a card. I set a card.
Yay!
Don't overthink it. Just
Can't even
go
play
for it.
anything.
It's my turn. I draw. From my hand,
Oh, of course you have Cosmic Cyclone. Why wouldn't you have Back Row Destruction? Alright, of those, Perform Power Revival is probably the least important.
I summon. Okay.
Psychic Tracker, you get our level 3 Psychic Wielder, you're gonna make a level 6 Synchro.
Okay.
Archfiends.
Summon. The concert, here it goes.
Oh, alright, so we are not winning this game.
I'm taking control of this duel. I draw.
End my turn.
Alright, you know know what?
You
Wow, I have just the worst luck today. Alright, fine. You know what? Screw it. I wanted to show off Pendulum Summoning, but apparently the universe isn't gonna let me today.
You've never seen
I wanted to show off
techniques like this
Harpy
before.
Ladies. I wanted to show off being good, but apparently the universe isn't gonna let me today. So you know what?
Am I confident in my dueling?
Forget it.
Not at all.
Heroic Challenger, Unga Boonga. Who needs to think when we have Big Stick? I just want to win now. I swear if you pendulum something, I'm gonna turn off the recording. I'm gonna be mad. I'll be mad.
Gotta give a duel. It's my turn. I set a card. I set a card.
Alright, double lands.
You're up. I summon a monster.
Can you beat over 1900?
My turn.
Can you accomplish that with Fiendish Chain and Super Team Buddy Force?
From my hand.
Oh, you're running Blue Eyes.
Activate a spell card.
Oh, Whitestone of Ancients is not great for us right now. You have the alternative at hand. So this is Blue Eyes alternative. You can show off a Blue Eyes in your hand to special summon it. You can destroy one monster on the field, but if you do that, you can't attack with it this turn. So we're gonna Fiendish Chain that. We're gonna say no.
Check out my face down card.
Not allowed to destroy a monster for free. Really ugly rarity. Like it's a good artwork. It's just like the weird shine gloss effect on it is not great. Mono Awato, no more monster effects. Smile World. Okay, all of our monsters gain attack points, but you can't attack with anything besides a Mono Awato.
Can't wait to see what you do. I end my turn.
Wow, you idiot. You cut off your own ancients, you dummy.
I end my turn. My turn.
Mono Awato's a cool card. Not great for him though. I don't know why he played it.
From my hand.
When it's summoned, monsters can't use their effects until the end of the turn, except unless they have this little indication here that says Spirit. Which means that him summoning that actually accomplished
From
nothing.
my hand. Join the cast. I special summon a monster.
Okay. And your turn.
Join the cast. I build the
Hieractic.
network.
This is probably bad for us. No, this is definitely bad for us because he's gonna... Well, the only way we live is if he has a Blue Eyes, if he doesn't have another Blue Eyes in hand. Which I really doubt he doesn't. I'm 99% sure that there's at least one more Blue Eyes in that hand.
I activate my monster's effect.
Add the Blue Eyes alternative to hand, and use it to special summon it, and if you have another Blue Eyes in hand, yep, GG!
I spit battle. Okay.
Who needs to win in a video? We do nothing but lose here. It's okay. It's fine. Whatever. I'll do another recording. I'll record one more episode or something like that. Try to get at least a win or something. Until then, you'll have a good one. Goodbye.